In the slot on the right is Graham. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
For 319. Rip left, rip left.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check, 42. 21. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, wahoo. 42. Cut. Slam. Save.
Now it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Wait. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 42. Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Hey, Haywood. 51. Hey, South.
And that'll set them back 5.
Get ready.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, express. He's checking. Crash. Check. He's coming.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to say, great player. Kill.
Now on second and 16, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. It's caught. Jones. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's pulled in at the 32. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They snap it at one. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Let's go. Interception. All day, baby. Let's get this.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Tuesday. Lucky. 20.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the edge. Tight dog. Shift. 51, Sam.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Over.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the draw, here's Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Undercrush. Check 13. Check 13.
They run. It's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Williams. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Kill, kill, kill.
Now Williams. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 28-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Hey, 88. SOS.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Looking to throw, Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, let's just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception. But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Right there, 56. Who that? Who that? Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. Wipe out. He's coming, double up.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up second and long.
Pick it up. Check three, check three, check three.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Wide, get wide. Hey, check 26. 51's the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Rush in. 51 the mic, boys, 51. Scan 300. Scan 300. All the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Hey, watch edge, watch edge. Check the backer, check the backer.
On second down now, it's Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Adams has it, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Check 24, check 24.
is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
65. Hey, Foxtrot. 50. Mike 50. I got you.
Garoppolo on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Go.
50, Mike's 50.
Garoppolo now. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
21. 11.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them in.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 77 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
58.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Slam, slam.
Here's Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Safe, safe, safe.
Yeah, Liz.
Now Rodgers on third down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
You gotta get the ball, Steve. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
First and 10.
Check, check. 64. Run right.
Begin.
On first down, it's Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He was taken down by
Mike 51. Mike 51.
a 7-yard pickup.
Watch the side.
Brings up second
Check
and 3.
14 spell.
The Niners 20-yard line.
Crash.
Go to 50. Hey, you block open to 50.
They run it again with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Pick up the ball. Check.
He's coming inside.
We got double up.
319.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Back now at Lambeau. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
Stay with your man. Mike 42, Mike 42. All day, baby, all day, baby. Mike's 42.
White.
Here we go.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Under 10.
One, Omaha.
Kill.
Two. Bravo.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Completes it to Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Here we go. Hey.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Check right left. Check hot route.
They'll go again to Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Check safety.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 49. Right. Check
49. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Switch gears.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Niners take over